So, hello guys, welcome back. So, this is our lecture 5. In this lecture, we will move ahead towards our programming section. And in this section, we will first learn about the class or the packages. So, we are going to learn about uh, two packages. See, in Java, we are going to learn about two packages. And in C++ is one because in the previous lecture, I have explained one that is IOStream. And for Java, I am going to explain about what is IOStream is known in Java. All right. So please watch the lecture carefully. And if you have not watched the previous videos, then please go and watch. You will get link in the description, and please always check the description. All right. And please share the videos, all the videos, and share the channel. Also subscribe, because subscribers are very necessary. Okay. So here you are getting what? You are getting content for programming. I am teaching C++ and Java in one video, a single videos, because there is a very vast relation between them. So you can learn two languages at one time. Will save your time, and it will also save your data. So please follow me, subscribe to my channel, and also share the channel and video. And please go to the description box. Okay, so now let's start. So uh, I will explain first about Java. All right, are these, and currently in the C++. So very first I am talking about the math class or the math C++. It is math package. All right. So in Java, when you have to apply some calculations, just like you have to find minimum of two numbers. So how you can write, how you can form this in this one. Okay. So you have to import math class. You have to import, but it if you don't want to import, then it can be directly applied to our equations. How it can be done? So suppose I will tell you in the coding section how it is done, but first just know that there is math class to implement the mathematical operations such as finding minimum, maximum. All right, or you can say that floor value and seal value. Okay, then there is power function. All right, then there is round off, and then what other functions are there? Are sine functions, cosine function, cos functions, tan functions. Okay, so before that, moving forward, let me explain you. See, these two you already familiar with if you are a math student. Then now let me explain you these two, floor and seal. So what floor does? Floor converts the value. Suppose I have got 3.6. All right, so whatever is after decimal, it will, the whole value will be converted into floor. See, look at the floor is what? Floor is downside. And what is ceiling is upward side. Upward, seal. This is downward, so this is floor. So what it do? Floor value decreases the value, and seal value it increases. How it increases or decreases? See, in the seal, when seal comes, so what integer part is what? This 3, and decimal part is what? Is 0.6. So in the seal function, what is done? Let me check. Recording, yes, it is. So in the seal function, what happens that it converts it to next integer. That is, the integer part is 3, and there is something after decimal. Then whole expression will be converted, or whole number will be converted to next. That is 3.6 will be get converted to 4. And what floor value will change? This will change to this value. All right, this integer, what is before the decimal value. All right, so this using floor value, what this will be gets converted into, it will get converted into 3. So I think you have understood till now these two functions. Then what does power function and round off function do? See, round of function is similar. If your value is less than or equals to zero point 0.5, then it will decrease. Sorry, less than equals to 0.49, then it will decrease. That is, it will be work as seal function. Sorry, floor function value will be work as floor function. And when in the value is, sorry, this is less than or equal to, and when it is greater than 0.949, then it will work as seal value. All right, I think you have understood till this. Now, what is power function? Power function is like exponential. Okay, what it does, it takes two parameters inside this. For example, if I say that int a equals to, see, in Java, we will write like this: mat dot pow. This is power function. It will take two arguments. You know what are arguments? Arguments are the uh, values which are passed on into a function in the curly braces. All right, so it will take two values. First number will what? Let us suppose this is a, then and this is b. So what will it convert? Sorry, it is an ab. All right, then it will calculate this as a's power b. It is a raised to b. Suppose we have uh, put it there 2 and there 2, and it will go like, sorry, there 3. So it will go like 2's power 3, that is 8, and it returns the uh, double value. Okay, this also floor returns also double type, and this seal also returns double. And already I have explained you the round off function. The min and max function returns the type of value you have inputted, and they also contains two parameters, that is num a and num b, and it returns minimum of these two and the max or the maximum of these two. Similar, they work in C++, but how we can use? We have to, just like IOStream, we have to include function that is math. All right. See, if you don't want to remember all these lines, just like math, then it will come after that CSTDN, and there are so many. There is C conio.h. All right, this is C's library, but it is also used in C++. So only in C++. Only C++. There is library known as, we have to write like this, that hash include bits slash std c plus plus dot h, and with the help of this, all the libraries, like in the upcoming lectures you will learn the concept of vectors, and also there are many c limits, also limitations, that is which will tell you the limitations of each values, that is integer dot min, integer dot max. So these are the, and this is the library where you can get all the functions. All right, now what is our next thing? Okay, so I think you have understood these two things. Now I have explained IOStream in the previous lecture. If you have not watched, then please watch that. It is a standard input output, and it is used with the namespaces. And I have also told that how to include the namespaces, that is using by using the keyword using namespace std, because standard is standard is a type of namespace, and IOStream is based on this standard because it is standard input output. All right. So in Java, how you can take input? How you can take input? You can take input using the stream reader. Right. So you can take input via stream reader. So I will tell you first about the buffer stream. Okay. What is buffer stream? Buffer stream is what? It just takes your input values from the keyboard and pass on to the program. See, when we how it works, when we take input from keyboard, take input from keyboard keyboard so there can be possibilities that it can have some error. All right, some one kind of error is that you have pressed two keys at a time. two keys at one time. So it will generate error that whether you have, if suppose you have pressed A and consequently you have pressed E. So the system will get confused that which key is to be selected. So to avoid these types of errors, he uses the IO exceptions. Right. I will tell you how to write this one. So now, and what is concept of buffer? See, and the computer system, the peripheral devices, the IO devices, the input out devices or the peripheral devices are slower as compared to the CPU. All right, they are slower as compared to CPU. So what does do the computer do to synchronize their speeds? It uses a memory space known as buffer. So what it do, see, suppose if the rate of taking input by the CPU, all right, suppose it is 220 words per minute, suppose it's example, and the peripheral devices, they can only supply the input at 12 words per minute. So there is very large mismatch. What it does, it simply stores in the buffer. Suppose we have chosen a stream of characters or bits or anything, and then what it do, the buffer synchronizes the speed and it sends the data at 20 WPM, right, 20 words per minute. So this is the function of buffer. So now let us do a program, right? I will tell you how to read. See, there are various methods. Okay, in Java, what you have to do, you have to accept the string. All right, it accepts the stream of bits from the what that IO devices. But what we if we have stream of bits, or we can say that string of bits, so we have to convert it into the number. So what we use the parsing technique. So in that we have to parse it. So we use integer. Suppose we have to convert integer, we have to take integer, so we write integer dot parse int, and this is what in dot read line. So in dot read line will actually takes the input from, all right, and this integer dot parse it will uh, convert this bit string of bits explicitly into the integer one. So just suppose this a input a get this stream of bit as integer. Or similarly, for a long type, if we use here, see, there we are using int, so we are using long. See, what are these? These are wrapper classes. All right, these are wrapper classes. What are they? These are wrapper classes. Wrapper class is being used, and this is also wrapper class. All right, so wrapper class is used to convert into integer, to pass, or you can say that to parse the data into the integer form, or any other data type. So if we have the int data type, then what its wrapper class will be, it will be int. All right, when we have float, we write float at this, we will be having float. All right, so it is nothing but it is just the first character will become the capital. Then what about double? Then double double. All right, so these are some concepts which you have to remember throughout the programming. So let us now do a program. All right, what is program? You have to take input and calculate the simple. So what is the formula for simple interest? It is SI equals to the principal amount into rate of interest into timing, and the whole segment is divided by 100. All right, so from here you can conclude that this can be double. So think like this, that there is a division, or the rate is also in double because the rate can be by 1. So you can say that when there is a value present double, then this whole expression will also get uh, converted into double, because I have explained you about the hierarchy. hierarchy in the previous videos. If you have not watched, then please go and watch the previous video. All right. So now, so thinking like this, that this is double input. This is the time can be, this can also be double, and this principal amount, this can also be double. So the, and if suppose if time is integer, then also the whole expression will convert it into double. So assign a double. If you assign the integer type, then the decimal value, the decimal point values will be truncated. All right. So now let us code in the languages. So the first I will tell you C++. Let us, oh sorry, in Java, let's make a class which is, well, all right. So the class has been created. So now let's start writing our code. So as I have told you, for the input for the IO buffer stream, what you have to input, just like input java dot io, and see here there here the class will come, or the function. So the class name, the class is IO, sorry, the package is IO, and in this package there are so many classes. So from that class we have to, in the IO we have to include all the classes, but in the scanner we can also include the scanner class. So scanner is a very big package. It contains other functions and other classes also. So in this we have, see, extras means all the classes inside this package. All right. So now what you have to write? Code you have imported. Now find class. What is class? Simple. All right. Now find the main method. That is static void in. See, I will also tell you the different ways, but for now, just remember this in art. Right now, what you have to write? I told you that there is exception handling. So, how this exception handling is done? Just write throw using throws keyword. Throws IO, because this is input output exceptions. So, right. All right. I think I've understood till this. Now, what you have to take input. All right. So, define. Just take double the principal amount, p, then rate, and then time. You can take it here. So just take as I as double time. Now take input. How to take input? All right. So in input you have to invoke a function. Invoke that input. So for that the console uses the command system, because without invoking you cannot take input in blue. Right. So system dot out dot print ln. All right. So enter. Now once you have invoked this one, so you can now take any number of input, but try always to write different system of PLNS for different one. All right. So now let me just copy, save time. Put what have to put. All right. These three things P, R, and T. So F, well, then what? Enter the rate of the rest. And third one is time. Yeah. All right. Now how to take these inputs? So for double, what I have told you in the earlier one, just to write the variable name p equals. Now use the wrapper class. Wrapper class is double dot parse double. Then you have converted it, but the actual one, the actual input will be taken by this in dot read. See this line in this, when you have to take in string as input, then you don't have to parse that, because it already input the keyboard always input in the form of the string. All right. So when you have to input the, you will just only write this one, this whole place. That is after equal to this expression. See, you have known that expression and statements are different. So if you have not watched previous videos, I have explained there about the expressions and statements. So please go and watch. Now what about the rate? The rate, what we are going to do, we are going to input oh, same one, double dot parse, so UBLE double dot read line. Now, now what is the other one? Taking, we have to take time. What time is in here? So for this one, we take this as wrapper class. Here dot parse parse. See, Java is a case sensitive language. Please write down as it is, because if you change this I into this, then it will throw some error. All right, it will with the compilation error, compiler time. So now what you have to see, in the integer type only you have to like write in. All right, here dot parsing with prime. All right, now you have to calculate. So you have to calculate what? SI. Formula for SI is C. For SI it is ERT into 100. So what is, how to multiply that? P into R. Now when you have computed this, then please put that in bracket, because when you divide it by this, then the precedence of division is higher than this. Then it will if you write like this, write like this, then what it will do, will first it will calculate this one, and this will generate error, because this is in, this will return integer type, and the whole will return double type, and it will remove the symbols, sorry, it will truncate the part which is after the decimal point, and which will throw errors while generating the output. Now you have to display this out. So how do you use system.out.print command? Now write the output. See, right? Well, the rest is, now I have told you when you have to write, and there are this one not double. All right, recording is going on. Compile this. See, there is compilation error. Sorry, we cannot find. But, oh, sorry, I have forgot to tell you that how you can invoke this. You have to invoke. So, see, this is class. IO is the IO package, and using this package, we are importing it class. So, when you have to use class, you always have to object. All right. So, how its object is made? Just input stream reader class. But this is see, asterisk means a collection of classes. From that collection of classes, we are using these two classes, right? That is stream reader, buffer reader. All right, how to use stream reader? We are using reader read. See how you do you know how to make object of class? Just by this, write class name, then write uh, object name, object name. All right, then write equals to symbol, then write keyword new, then write class name, class name. In this we have some parameters also. I will let me tell you what are that. Input stream reader, put stream, yeah, yeah, this is class. All right, now this one is right, but this is, see what this part is not. This part is, this part is when you use class name as second one, is using first time, then you, this is known as constructor. This is known as constructor, and constructor are used to invoke the data members or data functions which are present in that class. And for this you can also feed some values that according to you it will invoke them. So in the input stream reader, what how we are invoking these functions, we are just writing here system.in, means we are invoking that this is to take input, or so system is taking in, so we are feeding its value system.in, so input the values. Now second class what you have to invoke is about the buffer. See, this will input stream reader, what it will do, it will take the words in input in the it will take stream of words as input. But when you have to but now I have also told that there is a buffer also, so for that buffer you have to invoke the class. So this will what it will this is stream reader, what buffer, so buffer, what buffer, it will be readed. So for that use this one, buffered reader read equals to new buffered, sorry, buffered, for typing mistake, buffered reader, and there you will get what you have to write this buffered reader read, buffered reader, sorry, here you have to write what you have written, this system dot in represent in. Then when you will write system dot out, then it will invoke at output. Then when you use system dot err, then these are some input and output streams. So system dot err will represent error. But now we are using only in. So we have defined in. So we have to write there in. If we have see, this is object name. All right, you can change it. You can change from read to another thing. But I will suggest you to write it here read, and there also read, so that you can memorize it. Just remember, just read twice or thrice that input stream reader read equals to new buffer, new input stream reader system dot in, and also remember buffer reader in equals to new buffer reader read. In the upcoming lectures I will also tell you how to merge these two into one, but for now use as it is. All right, and now we are using compiler. All right, I think here is some uh, spelling mistake. Yes, now there is no syntax error, as you can see that there is no syntax error. Now let us generate the input, and let us take input and generate the output. All right, so suppose I have entered the principal amount as 5,000, rate of interest is 6 per annum, and the time period is 4 years. So simple interest will be, that is 1200. All right, P into R into T. How we can calculate? P into R, that is 6, into T, that is 4 on 100. All right, so this 1000 will be cancelled by this. Then now, then how it will be? Then it is 300, and into 4 it is 1200. All right, so the interest will be 1200. So please try this code as by yourself. All right, and please I am just presenting you the code. If you want some help, then you can get some help from there. Now if we want to write this similar code in C++, how we can write? So see, I have some error in my system uh, using the C++ compiler. So, and I didn't got time. So please, for now, I'm using this an online compiler. So here, how we can use? So see, similar hash include. All right, what are you? See, I have told you that this include this with slash stdc plus dot head. It includes all the libraries, so you don't have to write the libraries again and again for using different set of classes. But if you write this statement, then it will always include all the libraries. So I let me write here commenting that this statement provides library all libraries all libraries in one set. All right, so you don't need to write another one, all the libraries separately. All right, so now what is needed? Use use the using we have to use the namespace. Then see, this this is known as emet. When I was writing, this is name space, then this is what, this is emet. This is known as emet. Emet means the predefined key and the code. All right, so pre-written code. You can check the definition of emet. Let me show you what is emet. Emet, emet in programming, in programming. All right, so what are emets? Emet is a set of plugins for text editors that allows for high speed coding, because this contains the already pre-written codes. All right, so we use emets. See, for html css we can use for speed. Here also we can use, so this is known as emets. Now we have to define the we don't have need to define class in current one, but we will discuss about class in the oops section in the c++. Now define class, oh sorry, define function. So what I have told, the main function is very necessary. Define main. All right. Now what similar ones. All right. So here we can also use double E, double R, double I. Sorry, SI. All right. And what in T. All right. So now taking input, we can take see, before taking input. See, in C++ you don't need to input, you need to invoke the function for input stream, like in the Java you system.out.print. But here we can directly, but we will use, because we are designing a reliable to all. All right, so here we write enter P R. Right now for initial, it will shift the buffer or the cursor to the taking in. Take P, then we take R, and we take T. See, this is buffer, and this is like buffer. All right. So here it will take input for the respected variable, and it will get converted, because like there we use the double parsing. We have used the parsing technique, but here it will automatically parse this. All right. So now we have to calculate Si equals to R into 100, P into R into, right. So now use the same one and divide it by 100, and now that's in the result by using cout. So simple, yes, is what we can, when we have to define the variables, we use this the left shift operator instead of the, sorry, right shift operator instead of the what, using plus symbol like in Java. All right, so now output, right, and the code. So that let us copy this, because this is on online compiler. If some error occurs, then our code will vanish. So enter P, R, and T. So what are P? Just say, take the same input. P is 5,000. Then you have to, you can either put space, or you can hit the enter button to take the different. So I am taking here the space. Oh, sorry. Let me take enter button here, because it will make you understand better. Now just the screen bigger. Now what is R? What we have used there, R. We have used R as 6. Then what is the time period? That is 4. And this will compute the simple interest, which is 1200. All right. For you now, you can see the code. For your reference, you can see the code. All right. This is simple Java in C++, because there are many things which are reduced in C++, but Java is very useful language. Right. So now I'm giving you some assignment. Right. So what are the assignments? You have to calculate the total amount. Total amount. Do you know formula of total amount? Total amount is the principal amount, principal interest plus the amount you that is, sorry, the principal interest and the principal amount what you have initially taken. This is known as amount. All right, and also I am giving you the I am giving you another question. This is first assignment question. Assignment question. The second one is thus I am giving you the principal amount. Oh, sorry, the principal interest, that is interest SI, and giving you time period and giving you rate. You have to tell the principal amount. Okay. So the principal the interest is I is SI is equals to 1500. The time period is 5 years. All right, and the rate is sorry, the rate is 4% per annum. All right, so you have to calculate by this, and this is 5 years, and this is uh, see, in India there is currency known as INR. You can take according to your country's currency. You can take anyone. All right, so now calculate the principal amount. Calculate principal amount, and submit your code. Submit your code. All right, in the, I can say, you just copy and paste in the Word document and make convert it into PDF, or just upload the Word one, that is docx format. All right, use where you have written the code, you have copied, and also you have to submit the snippet. All right, snippet of the output and code which you have written the editor, or you can say, I can say that IDE. So please now share this video, subscribe, and please don't forget to check the description. All right, thank you. This is for this. This is all for this session. Meet in the next session. Right. Thank you.